Global's Part 2 LR finally revealed, and with a special surprise. How's it, everybody? Celtic Link here. We're back for another Dokkan battle video. In today's video, we are talking about the global producer letter that was tweeted out earlier today, confirming the Part 2 LR for the Path to Power Kid Goku celebration. I was a bit indisposed when this dropped, so we're here now. We're going to talk about what it is, what we can expect to see in the rest of the celebration, as well as what this guy and some special EZAs might be doing for you. So, this is the operation team from the international version of Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. In this producer letter, we will be sharing info about the upcoming new character and who can be newly Extreme Team Awakened. We have a new Carnival featured character who arrives on a Rising Dragon Carnival. Now, you know what that means. If it's Rising Dragon Carnival, that means it is a double rate, and that is confirmed by the banner image down here. We have a new Super Saiyan Goku who can be Dokkan Awakened in LR, who is available via the Carnival banner, and he will be featured in the Rising Dragon Carnival starting on the 15th. So, day after Valentine's Day, go enjoy yourself with your significant other, and come ready to summon for this guy in about 48 hours, right? Not sure exactly when in California time they're talking about, but, well, should be somewhere around evening. If we're lucky, early evening on the 14th for me. Otherwise, it'll be probably 8:30-ish p.m. on the 15th. It really depends on what they mean by that 15 there. But either way, sometime between 24 to 48 hours, we should be seeing the banner. So, they do talk a little bit about what this guy does. After being Dokkan Awakened to an LR, Earth-shaking immense power Super Saiyan Goku, he will gain a powerful passive skill. Once he receives 10 or more attacks from the next turn onwards, he will be able to see enemy super attacks during his attacking turn. With his active skill, he can perform a critical hit the turn it is activated, which is powerful. The Rising Dragon Carnival featuring the Super Saiyan Goku, the SSR character rate is doubled, which again was confirmed by the banner image down here, right? You can also recruit an Elder Kai every time you perform a multi. Now, I did mention that previously, if you were to summon on any yellow coin banner this year, this is definitely the one, and it's not really a yellow coin banner. This is a Carnival coin banner, which gets you Carnival coins. So if you're somebody who didn't pick up the Metal Cooler or the Bird Goku, right, the Carnival Goku from Worldwide, this is your chance to build up some Carnival coins before they show up again, probably during the 8th anniversary. Or in fact, we know they will show up in the 8th anniversary. They've already teased the banner images. So definitely worth a summon, right? If we take a look at the banner here, I think I've got it right. Here it is. This is the banner here. I expect to see very, very little changes between Global and JP banner, especially given that Gohan and Trunks really didn't change. In fact, I think Gohan and Trunks' banner got worse for us on Global, because on Global, we only had the Gohan and Trunks as the featured LR, and I think on JP they had the androids, which, I mean, aren't necessarily the best LR, but they did have 2 featured LRs on the banner. So I don't expect to see too many changes for the Carnival Goku here. It'll probably just be the Goku, the Gohan and Trunks, the Tech Gohan, and then the rest of these characters. I would say, realistically, Piccolo being on here because he's on the leader skill is a huge plus for this banner. I'll do a more detailed should you summon video, but it's definitely an alright banner, and if you're someone who needs Carnival coins, it's definitely a good chance to pick them up. So let's real quick talk about the last thing that was revealed in this global producer letter before we talk about what these units do. We have the confirmation on the Gohan and Cell EZA coming to Global Dokkan here in the month of February, and it looks like it is confirmed for the 22nd right here. So we will be getting it this month. About a month later than we should have gotten it, right? It really seemed like we were supposed to get it back in January. I know everybody said that the the celebrations weren't really the same. This was probably more tied into the lead up of the anniversary, but now that they're releasing it a month later, doesn't really seem like that was really the case. I'd almost say that they probably delayed it just because there's nothing really else to do during this celebration. We had a whole bunch of stuff in part 1, but if we take a look here at the STR Carnival Goku celebration, because most of this was tied to the Christmas celebration, we're probably not getting much besides the Super Strike event, the new quest mode stages, maybe the burst mode, and then a chain battle. Here it is. So there's not much else going on here. So there's a good chance that that's probably why they delayed it. And hey, it's a free 120 stones in the lead up to the next celebration, which will lead into Saiyan Day. So interesting. It seems like the teaser that I went over the other day was for the Dokkan Now, which in fact does seem to be for the Saiyan Day announcement, being now that they have fully announced the Dokkan Now is coming in March. So there's a lot coming, even though this part 2 won't have much besides the EZAs and those few other events. There's still gonna be a lot coming, right? As soon as this celebration closes out on the 28th, we'll be jumping straight into the next Dokkan Fest, and then straight into Saiyan Day with the Dokkan Now somewhere in between. So make sure you guys stay tuned for all of that information, as I will try to get it to you as soon as I can. So one last thing I did want to leave you with, I did want to talk about what these guys do, because as I said, they are a good unit, right? If you're someone who was struggling with the Battle of Wits mission on the Cell Max Red Zone, I'd almost say this guy is a must summon for that mission, just because I mean, us on Global, we were really stuck trying to make a makeshift team with Piccolos and Vegetos, whereas on JP, they had a huge advantage of having this guy prior to the release of that Cell Max event, and you'll see why here in a second, right? He is a Battle of Wits category key 3 attack defense 200%. So he just straight up covers anybody on the Battle of Wits category, to include those Piccolos, right? So running 2 of these guys may actually be better for you, but either way, it still works. He raises attack and defense for 1 turn. On his 12 key, causes colossal damage and greatly lowers defense. On his 18 key, he is raising attack and defense for 1 turn, causing mega colossal damage, and raising allies' attack by 50% for 1 turn. So that is a huge buff. 50% for 1 turn is pretty huge. He is key 5, attack and defense 150%. He's giving superclass allies attack key 2 and defense 50%. So he's a supporter also, right? He reduces damage received by 30%, which isn't a whole lot, but, you know, can help if you have the right setup. You can throw him in slot 1, give everybody defense, reduce the damage, and then give everybody 50% attack. He has an additional attack and defense 50% with each attack received up to 75%. So he does have some build. He won't be the best slot 1 unit, but he'll work. He gets key 2 starting from the turn in which he's received the 5th attack in battle. He foresees enemy super attack starting from the turn in which he receives the 10th attack in battle. He also gets an additional attack 50% and launches an additional super attack when activating the active skill or when key is 24. His active skill will massively raise his attack temporarily, cause ultimate damage to the enemy, and within the turn that it's activated, all attacks become critical hits, and he gives all allies key 5 for the turn. The conditions, like the ability to foresee super attacks, is receiving 10 or more attacks, starting from the 5th turn of battle once only. So he's really good, and in longer content, longer red zones like Broly or Omega, getting that 10 hits is rather easy, and then, you know, for the big parts of those fights, you are able to see when the super attack is coming, which is really huge. And I mean, honestly, you could even really pull it off in like Cell or even Metal Cooler Core, depending on how many attacks are in the attacks in the first phase. Like if you got this guy turn 1 and there were a bunch of attacks for him you could throw him in front of in that turn 1, by the time he rolls around in the Metal Cooler phase, you've probably got all the hits you need in order to activate his ability to see super attacks. So Scouter effects are always huge. Even if they're conditional, they are very, very helpful. And I think that really helps him be a really, really good unit. On top of the damage reduction, the support, and his defensive builds, I think he's a really, really good unit. And like I said, I'll do a more in-depth video on whether or not you should summon on this banner when the banner releases, but it is definitely a huge plus. To go along with that, I know I didn't hit it fully here, but we will be receiving, I think they mentioned it down here, right? The Carnival coin exchange is also planning to be implemented on the 22nd. So not only will we get the Baba Shop update, which comes with a lot of other stuff, we'll also be getting the ability to exchange our Carnival coins, finally, because I know myself, probably like a bunch of you, are sitting on a bunch of coins from Worldwide or previous Double Rates banners that are just waiting to be traded in with those extra units. So hopefully this comes, hopefully we all get to take advantage of it after our pulls on the Carnival Goku banner. So anyways, guys, that is the video. That is the exciting announcement from the Global Dokkan producer letter. We have the STR Carnival Goku and the EZA selling Gohan. And I gotta say, I am hyped for this part 2 celebration. Hopefully you are too. So if you're hyped and you like the video, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you have not already. And in the comments down below, let me know, how excited are you to finally have Cell and Gohan here on Global Dokkan? Are you more excited for them, or are you more excited for the Carnival Goku? Would love to hear your thoughts in the comments down below. Otherwise, guys, as always, thanks for watching, and aloha.